Our officers here did have to use lethal force to gain control of the suspect, and that's been done. So right now it is still an ongoing investigation. We have been able to get everybody out of the bank safely.
I'm Adrian Ghobrial. A frightening few hours today for multiple hostages, as well as area businesses and children inside a daycare. It was around 1 p.m. this afternoon when York Region Police were called to this Royal Bank right over here near Dufferin and Major Mac. Inside, one gunman with multiple hostages, which included both customers and staff. Now we're told it was just before 3 p.m. that police then moved in. They shot and killed that suspect while also dealing with multiple innocent people which were caught in the crossfire.
There were a number of people that were inside, both staff as well as some of the patrons of the bank. Our first responding officers really did do an excellent job in getting those people out that they could as quickly as possible, but there still were some inside with the subject, and that could be part of the reason why lethal force had to be used to gain control of that subject.
Shortly after the suspect was shot and killed, we witnessed this powerful scene as dozens of young children, some still in a crib, were taken out of a daycare which was located right beside the bank and safely loaded onto a York Region transit bus. We also spoke to one woman who was on lockdown inside a Shoppers Drug Mart during the frightening moments, and the operator of an Esso station right beside the RBC.
The policeman came and said there is a serious things happening, and then because of our safety, they are not going to let us go out, and they don't know how long we're going to take. And then we saw a bunch of police cars, ambulance, squad cars in the plaza.
Police officer came inside and said bank robbery with the bomb threat, so please close the station and vacate the place.
Concerning how close it was, so close to home, close to work?
It's okay, a little threatened but scared, but that's it. It's a part of the life, right? So I had to run my business.
Back to work.
Back to work.
And we're joined by Jason Gennaro with the SIU. We're about to start with a press conference right now. Before the press conference starts, we're just going to get one quick question in here. What can you tell us about the shooting around with police and how they apprehended and how they took down the suspect inside?
I'm going to give you that update in just a second, Adrian, and I'll let you know exactly what happened and what the SIU knows at the moment as we proceed with our investigation. We're still at the preliminary.
Right now as we're live on City
We're still
News.
at the preliminary stages. I'm going to give a full update for everybody to let you know exactly what happened, but I can tell you that we are going to go right now to this.
Let's take it right now.
About to tell us and give us an update. Back to Jason. What can you tell us about the SIU investigation? Go back to me.
Good evening, everyone. I can tell you that investigators with the province's Special Investigations Unit are examining the circumstances surrounding a fatal police-involved shooting at a bank in Vaughan. Preliminary information indicates the following occurred: that just after 1 p.m. today, police were notified of a man entering a bank at Dufferin Street and Major Mackenzie. A short time later, they were told that the man had hostages inside the bank. Police attended, including members of the emergency response unit. 2 police officers discharged their firearms not long after. The man was struck and he was pronounced dead at the scene. The SIU has assigned 8 investigators and 4 forensic investigators as part of this investigation. We're asking anyone who may have witnessed this incident to contact our lead investigator.
Where did they shoot the individual inside? Was it a sniper? We're hearing that it was perhaps a sniper that shot the suspect.
So, preliminary information is that 2 police officers discharged their firearms. I can't tell you at this point in time in the investigation, because we're at the very preliminary stages, who those officers were, but 2 police officers discharged their firearms as part of this interaction.
Tell us the age of the man, where he's from, and have police identified him?
So I don't have the location of where the person who is deceased is from, but I can tell you that he is a 25-year-old man.
So this was, police have yet to say that this was a bank robbery here, an attempted robbery. We've heard a couple things. What did he ask for?
So as I mentioned earlier, we're at the very preliminary stages of this investigation. What I can tell you is that police were called for a man inside a bank with a number of hostages, and they responded to that situation. The SIU's investigation is going to be focused on the interaction between the police officers and the individual. Of course, as part of that investigation, we're going to look to determine what happened in the lead up to that event. But at the moment, I don't have any further information on what transpired.
Just on that point,
as we're hearing right now from Jason Gennaro with the province's Special Investigations Unit, we're hearing that 2 officers discharged their firearms with the SIU. We're still waiting for when the SIU are speaking. Usually they can't tell us a whole lot, but what we do know right now, 2 officers discharged their firearms. Their investigation is still ongoing. We can also tell you that there was a bomb disposal unit which went inside around 5 o'clock to sweep the RBC. We're not sure if they found any explosives. Stay with City News and City News Tonight at 11 as we bring you the latest on this developing story.